We put a pause on our bathroom build to run some last-minute wires for electrical work that must be finished in order to complete the bathroom project. We plan the layout and decide where exactly our loft lights will go. Can we get this right the first time? Because once everything is chosen, there is no going back.
Not ideal. We put ourselves in a spot to where this is actually the very last wall that we can put the light switches and run the wires for the entire rest of the upstairs. Well, the living room and the kitchen at least. So before we cover up this wall, we have to run the wires so that we can have light switches and lights throughout the house. Okay, so you'll come up the stairs and you guys can see we have a lot of walls covered with our wall material, the wood. Like we said, this is the last wall that is really uncovered on the other side because, you know, we're geniuses and we already covered everything up. We didn't really know. We were just kind of like doing what we were doing.
Got a little ahead of ourselves.
Got a little ahead of ourselves.
We need some light switches.
So we're gonna have light switches on this wall right here. Light switches are going to run the lights in the kitchen and the lights in the living room. We're gonna have like a little dining area here. So there's gonna be a light here and then lights throughout the living room. Oops, one over the kitchen sink and then some more in the kitchen. And so these switches is what is going to run that.
Okay, so how this is gonna work is we need to go downstairs, get the ladder so I can get up in the attic, and then we're gonna give you that white wire and you're gonna set the spool just on the ground.
Okay.
So you're on the ladder with this thing unspooling and you're gonna be feeding it up to me.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to just pull some through and then you're gonna have to come over to wherever, poke the thing through so I know where I'm going.
Okay.
And then I'll feed the wire back down to you, and we want like that much sticking out of the ceiling. About a foot of each one.
Okay. All right, you guys, I've got to shut these lights off. We have to cut the power because Mike and I are going to start running some wires. But luckily, with the Terra 1000 from 70 Mi, we are still able to have power, run these work lights, so we do not have to be in the dark and stop working.
With 1,000 watt-hours, charging all of your devices is a breeze with the Terra 1000 from 70 Mi.
Thank you, 70 Mi, for sponsoring today's video. Okay. Okay guys, we have some lights ran. Mike was up there in the attic. He did a great job. We've got those two and these two. I think the next step is to get the box cut in here and the wires pulled up through. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yep, we got everything all labeled. This is so exciting.
Get there. Tight on that side. Hang on. Okay. This one. Perfect.
Yep.
Okay. How much We haven't met.
Okay, we're gonna get these wires ran through the floor. He's up there, he's gotta drill another hole right next to where these wires are going in the floor joist in the bathroom upstairs. So we can fit it.
Good?
Yep.
Okay. Whenever you're ready, okay?
The only way we can really do it. Okay, we got that wire stretched out. It's not the exact way we would have liked to do it, but we didn't really think far enough ahead to do it like the proper way. But
Why would we do that?
I think this will work. We'll be able to get it. Okay, that's it.
Okay. Good job.
Okay guys, so we have the wire completely ran downstairs to the electrical box. It is not yet hooked up to the electrical box. We first want to get the switch hooked up and one light put up over the sink. Just kind of going to be temporary. The entire point of this like electrical running is not to get all of our electrical finished, but to get it ran so that we can put up the wall and finish the bathroom. So that's why like all this stuff is still temporary, because we're not quite there. We just had to do this before we can finish the bathroom, which is our number one priority right now, because there's not much left to do.
Yeah.
And it's going to be our first finished room, and we're super excited about it, and we just want to get it completely done. Okay, so we have all of our wires labeled. There's the one that's going above the sink. That is the light that we're going to hook up right now, just to have a little bit of light in here, because it's kind of exciting. And then it kind of just goes in order. There's lights that'll be in the kitchen, so the one wire there, the dining room, and then the living room.
Zip ties, please.
Okay, this setup is definitely a little janky. A lot of people are probably gonna hate it, but it's a big step in the right direction for us.
Not terrible. So that is a really cool project to have completed. We have all the home runs back to the breaker panel fully completed on this house. Probably a little too long coming, but finally have the last of it done, and then we just have a few little legs to leapfrog once we get the lights in.
Yep.
But we need just some ceiling material before we do that, and we actually have a line on some pretty soon.
Yeah,
So hopefully we get that done.
I know that could come sooner rather than later, hopefully. But that is the final step that we needed to do before we can finish the bathroom. So like our next video or two is going to be about finishing that 100%, because it needs to be done and we have everything we need to do. That was the last step. So that is super exciting.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. We picked out these two videos right here for you guys to check out, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thanks guys. See you next time.